Hello everyone, George is here and welcome to today's episode where we're going to talk about the importance of being clear on what you do and why it is important to be also focused. So why we need to be clear, why we need to be focused, why we always like hear those kind of advices, and why in first place they are super important because sometimes people they may give you an advice, and if you cannot connect it to a real life or a real event or a real experience, it becomes super hard to know why you need to follow that advice and why you need to apply such and such and such in your business or in your life. So why we need to be focused and why we need to be clear on everything that we do in terms of business, in terms of offer, in terms of your solution, your marketing campaign, maybe your sales campaign, your customer service, everything, every single point that you create in your business or in your life for you or for the other. And usually in your business, the other is either your customer or the other could be your staff, your employees. So why we need to be focused? First, I want to remind everybody that, like I mentioned that before in previous episode, that the mindset or the mind of people get interrupted about like 6 to 7 times a minute. So meaning no matter what you are doing, no matter how you put efforts to be focused, you're going to lose that focus. And when you lose that focus, your mind's going to wander here and there. And when you start wandering here and there, it's going to take you time to go back to the task or to the event that you are focusing on or you want to produce. So if you are focusing on a sales call to close a deal and your mind started to take you like here and there, it's going to be like super hard to come back on that phone call more often, or like coming back. That put like so much distraction on the way you understand your customer and on the way that you listen to that customer, because even like listening to the way they are explaining their problem, it needs like so much focus. Most people, what they do instead when they are listening to their customer, just an example of losing the focus, like you are listening to your customer and your mind is preparing questions and preparing answers. And people, when they call you with a problem, your customer, when they call you for a problem to solve a problem, they don't just like want a solution. And most of the time they are not looking for a solution. Most of the time they are looking for someone who just like can sit, hear them so they can express themselves. This is it. Like big part of problem solving is not a solution itself, is not a product, is not an offer. It's just like the ability of you to sit and listen and let your customer express themselves on the problem or the issue they are facing. So you have to think about yourself. You are not a business owner. You are not just an entrepreneur. You are a therapist, a mindset therapist, no matter what you are doing. We do that sometimes without even thinking between friends. When a friend call you, they are happy or they are mad. What we do, we try to like to deal with the situation in kind of or in a process of therapy or therapeutical way, and we do that naturally without even us thinking about it. So it is super important to understand that it is so easy for the mind, because this is how the mind is created, to wander from one idea to another, because even the way your mind is wired is not just like wired linear. It goes from A to Z. It goes like all directions, all sides. So you have to be careful when you let your mind start to wandering and let it drive your life without you being focused or you paying attention to what is happening on your mind or your mindset level. So that is super important, because if you are running a business or if you are creating your offer, or even like you want to start a business, or even you want to grow your business, you cannot grow anything in your business, any process in your business, unless you start to focus on like what you want to do right now. Uh, and focus, on the other hand, also gives you the ability to like for something super important in terms of like the way you learn from that experience, or you learn and that in the path of growing or going forward in your task or in your event. So to be focused, like imagine that if you want to grow your business and you are focused, or you want to focus on 10 different things, it's going to be like super hard to learn 10 different things, apply 10 different things, overcome all the challenges in those 10 different things. It becomes like you are having like 10 kind of personality, or you are separating yourself in 10 different people to make all those happen. Like this is why a business, like the business needs a CEO. The CEO needs directors. Directors, they need, like when the company it started to grow, it needs like supervisors or team leads, and then you need employees. Like you need different people at different levels, not because like we love hierarchy and we love like ranking. Like you need like people focus on different tasks, focus on different events in the business, in the process and the creation of something in the business. And so you need someone like a maestro to like organize everything in the business or in the offer. And you need to know like who are the key people who can help you to do everything. So if you are one person business, you need to focus on one thing. Okay, that thing. Make sure like you understand where your power is, and focus on that. Everything else, try to delegate it. If you cannot delegate it or eliminate it from your list, try to see if you can automate that. If you can create a process or use a software so you can automate that routine, especially routine task or repetitive task. If it's necessary and you cannot automate it now, it is good to think about how you can delegate, how you can outsource that task for someone to make sure that you get the same efficiency, the same productivity, the same results, good results, as you are doing it. You are doing this like specific task, but by allowing other people, so you can tap on the importance of using your own time. So with that being said, also like when you delegate or when you automate, you need to understand like you cannot delegate, you cannot automate anything that you don't understand. Even if you don't have experience in that, try to understand like how it works, and try to understand like what is the result when you delegate or when you automate any task, anything that you do in your business. Because if you don't understand what kind of result that you're going to get, your delegation or your outsource is going to be like chaotic. And when you don't know what you're going to get back in terms of especially time and energy, you're going to lose lots of money in the process. And this is why businesses invest so much money in marketing and advertising campaigns, and they don't get any return, or they don't understand even like what kind of return they should have expected from that specific campaign. So you need to understand every single piece in your business, but doesn't mean that you need to be super focused on every single piece, on every single task, on every single process in your business. You have to decide what are the processes, what are the tasks, what is your super focused, clear job in your business, and what you can delegate or outsource, or let other people help you focus on other things in the creation of your offer or of your business. So this is what I wanted to share with you today, because I was talking to a friend today and he said, like, sometimes I don't understand what you're doing. And it is true. In one of my courses that I did in the last fall, I told the participants that I'm going to go live, and you should go live, not because you want to preach about what you know and just let the world know about what you know. I'm going live to understand where I should focus. And going to take a couple months. And literally, this is my 4th month of doing this kind of live. Like now I am clear. Literally now I am clear on what I want to do, where I should put my focus. and where I should take my business to the next level, what kind of next level. Uh, Before that, I had lots of information. I had lots of idea. All of them are good, but I cannot like be focused on so many different things. It took me like a while to practice every single day this kind of life, just for me to relax, to put my mind in order, and to get the feedback from people, because this kind of live conversation, it helps me to understand that people who like what I'm doing or follow what I'm doing, those are the components they are like interested in. So now I can get an idea about my community. I can get an idea about my audience. So it takes a little bit time. You cannot create focus or clarity from day one. You have to practice. Perfection and over planning is not going to help you to focus or to become clear on what you want to do, especially on your mission or your purpose, or even your audience. You need to practice. You need to do maybe this kind of live. You need maybe to write an article every single day, to create a YouTube video and audio, like anything that you feel comfortable to do, to know where you should put that focus and how you should practice, like in the process. And you have to put like in front of your eyes that it may take a little bit time. Most of my mentors, they say go and they create content for just like 1 year, and don't assess anything before literally you post it for 1 year. So I'm still like in month 4, and I started to be like more clear, more focused. But I can imagine after 1 year what I could be like. Even my audience, they're going to understand better what I'm doing, what I'm sharing, how I'm serving them, in terms of the results they want to create in their business, better. Like every single day, I progress in that process. So I will leave you with that. Like, think about what you should focus on, what you should do in the process, what you should do every single day, what you should practice, because without practice, it's not going to get you, or you're not going to get anywhere. With that being said, I will see you on Monday. Enjoy a great week, a great weekend. And if you have any question, if you are watching this on the replay, and if you have any question, use the hashtag SmartIncome. And I will see you on Monday with a new question and